So today we have another review, and this is a beer from Westbrook. I believe it's a new beer. They have released this previously in like apple brandy version or bourbon barrel aged version, but this is a new one. This is their Siberian Black Magic Panther Imperial Stout. Again, the first time I believe they're putting it in bottles in the base beer version. And it is a 12% Imperial Stout brewed with dark candy syrup. So not only does it have dark candy syrup, which is different from most Imperial Stouts, but it's also a little bit higher in ABV. 1050 or Founders Imperial will come in at 10.5, so 12 is a little bit bigger. So let's dig in. Have some port out ready. But yeah, that's a nice and dark color. That looks like 1050. Wow, really nice and dark. I mean, that's like black coming out of the glass, out of the bottle. Let's get the color on that head. Wow, that is a really nice, rich, dark brown head on that. Yeah, really dark. Wow, really beautiful looking beer. Let's get the aroma. Ooh. Wow, huge amounts of caramel sweetness up front. Probably that candy syrup is coming in. Big and sweet. It's, oh wow. What is that? It's like a sweet chocolatey dessert, but not completely all based on chocolate. So something like a chocolate Rice Krispies treat. Yeah, with that like a little bit of marshmallow. It could also be something like a chocolate covered honeycomb. You know, that crumbly, brittly honeycomb. It's huge and sweet, but also like underlying big caramel sweetness. A little bit of like a, not the nuttiness of a Snickers bar, but like sort of like caramel covered in chocolate. There you go. Also that hint of spiciness coming through. It's got this little bit of like licorice kind of thing coming through. Also getting some dark fruit, a little bit of like juicy plums kind of thing, a little bit of like sweet raisin. Smells awesome. Cheers. Okay, whoa. Wow, I was not expecting that. This beer is sweet up front. If I didn't smell it on the aroma, it is really sweet on the palate up front. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a big, nice attack. Boom, rush with it. Caramel sweetness, sugary sweetness. It almost tastes like Hershey's chocolate syrup or chocolate milk with too much sugar in it. You know, get like a Yoo-hoo and put even more sugar into it. Big and sweet up front. Holy smokes. Also with that surrounding kind of spicy licorice flavor, along with a little bit of dark fruit. Definitely getting that overly like sugar covered raisin kind of thing. Yeah, sugar covered raisin, just big, more sweetness. But then you wait and you wait, and then hits with nice chocolate. Wow, bittersweet chocolate, nice kind of mocha coffee, nice little bit of like coffee bitterness, vanilla, a little bit of the sweetness coming through. And then you get a balance of the roast and sweetness, a little bit of burnt kind of roast action on the finish. Really nice and decadent. Wow. Decadent but balanced, which sounds weird, but huge and sweet up front. It carries onto the palate for at least like, you know, a majority of the experience. You really have to wait, you know, 60%, 70% of the experience, and then you wait onto the aftertaste. Finally the chocolate takes over, the dark chocolate, the coffee and the roast that finally takes over, and it's more of a familiar Imperial Stout. This beer dances in between that kind of like really sweet and cloying, desserty kind of Imperial Stout versus something a little bit more balanced, a little bit more everyday of an Imperial Stout. No matter how weird that sounds, there's these Imperial Stouts, you know, like my favorites, like, you know, 1050 or Founders Imperial. Really just balanced beers that you could, you know, enjoy, sip at it, and, you know, not having any issues with, huge amounts of sweetness. Some of these beers, you know, they really are sippers, and you really need to take your time with them, and you can't have a, you know, 12-ounce bottle because they're just so cloyingly sweet. This one, you know, goes in between the two. That candy, that dark candy syrup up front, really intense. Huge amounts of dark fruit, raisins, plums, juicy plums. And then huge amounts of sweetness, but then, you know, bitters out quite nicely. As I drink it more, maybe the balance is a little bit more towards a 50-50 or 60-40 with the sweetness, you know, pretty strong up front. So really awesome stuff. I'm very much enjoying this. Wow. Yeah, if you're into sweet Imperial Stouts, this is definitely up your alley. If you're into just regular awesome Imperial Stouts, this is also up your alley. It's really well done beer, 12%. Other than the sweetness up front, I wouldn't have guessed. It's just a big, chewy, massive Imperial Stout. Delicious stuff. Let's go with the 97 plus on this one. I'm loving this beer. Fantastic stuff. 97 plus on this one. The Siberian Black Magic Panther. If you get Westbrook distribution, hopefully you should be getting this bomber or something like $10, $11. Highly recommend it. First time they're putting it out. Amazing stuff. Can't wait to see more amazing beers from Westbrook. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.